Hello everybody and welcome back, where today we're going over the fairly small selection of games that are on sale in the new PlayStation Store deal lineup. This is until the 21st of May, so you've got about 10 days or so to get in and buy what you want. There are a couple of AAA games here and a couple of indies that I really do recommend, and some which haven't been on sale for a little while now, so if you've been waiting, maybe now's the time. Let's kick things off after you subscribe to the channel if you do feel so inclined, as only 25% you are actually subbed, and we thank our patrons, members who are on screen right now, and our sponsor of today's video, VR Rock. With that being said, let's take a look, shall we? Resident Evil is usually on this list, and again we have Resident Evil 4 at £17.49, one of the best PSVR2 experiences there is. Despite the third-person cutscenes and actions, the actual gameplay here and the quality and the quantity is just fantastic. There are so many guns to choose from, so many enemies to fight, so many areas to explore, such incredible visuals, and a brilliant story to boot. Resident Evil Village is much of the same, except everything here is in first person. It's a bit more built for the ground up for virtual reality in terms of a port than Resident Evil 4 is, but both games honestly are on almost equal terms for me. I love them both and they're both incredible, and for £17.99, Resi Village is definitely worth it. But honestly, if you've not played either, buy both. Please, you won't regret it. Even if you're not a horror fan, there's so much fun to be had here. Gran Turismo 7's 25th Anniversary Digital Deluxe Edition is £53.99. This version essentially just gives you the PS4 and PS5 version of the full game, 1.5 million credits, which honestly, it's a fair bit, but you can definitely just earn that, maybe with like 3 weeks of just doing the weekly races, which will take you like an hour and a half a week. So it's not really that much. You get a Toyota Yaris with a specific livery, 30 avatars, and the music of GT7 soundtrack. Honestly, if you're on the fence about buying GT7, this is probably too expensive for you, and also you don't really get that much that will add anything to your game. I would say just wait till the base version goes on sale. If you're a big sim racing fan, chances are you've already got it, but if you haven't, just buy it anyway because it will be worth your time. But if you're definitely on the fence, you're not really sure whether you want to invest in a racing game for this much money, wait until the normal edition goes on sale. If you're unsure about Hitman as well, you can now buy Part 1, which is on sale for £7.49. Part 1 gives you World of Assassination Part 1, so I think just the Hitman 1 campaign, and some of the limited access to the celebrity targets like Sean Bean and stuff like that. But obviously you're not getting as much content as the full 3-part edition. But if you're just wanting to dip your toes into World of Assassination in VR, this is probably your chance to do so. However, you will still have to buy the VR upgrade, which is another £10. Hitman is fantastic though, one of the best releases from this year. I really loved it, so I would definitely recommend. Even if you're not a stealth fan, you can play it like a bit of a John Wick simulator, and it works really well that way. Next up, I've got to say thank you to our sponsor of today's video, VR Rock. Now, VR Rock are the only consistent sponsor of this channel. They show up every month because they support me, I support them, I like their products. They do prescription lenses for all VR headsets, including PSVR2, with anti-blue light and anti-glare options, magnetic and non-magnetic options, and either no prescription if you don't need glasses like me and just want protection for your lenses, or custom prescription if you do need glasses. So give yourself peace of mind and pick up some VR Rock lenses through my discount code in the link in the description below. Thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. Swordsman VR is on sale for £8.99. This game is a little bit janky in places, and in the sandbox mode, which is experimental to be fair, it has crashed a few times on me, but the sword fighting is pretty damn good. The AI is quite smart nowadays, there's a ton of weapons to use, a ton of stages, and different enemy skins to fight, and a lot of bosses as well. Kayak VR Mirage is on sale for £13.29. Despite this one being described as a tech demo, which it kind of is because you're just kayaking around in some nice environments, it looks fantastic, and it is my relaxation space in terms of PSVR 2, so I would recommend it if you're looking for something like that. And if you like the extra Soka Valley DLC, which includes a stage that goes through Whitewater Rapids, that'll be an extra £4 on top of the original price. So it depends on what you're looking to get out of a game, but I would definitely back Kayak VR Mirage. I do really like it. Green Hell VR is £11.99. I do enjoy this one. It's a little bit too hardcore for me, but if you like your hardcore survival games, you'll definitely feel at home here. The co-op though is really, really fun. I had a good time playing that when that dropped a couple months back. So if you got a mate to play with, then you'll probably have a very good time here. If you've been waiting for both Red Matter 1 and 2 to go on sale, then you've waited long enough, because the Red Matter collection is £23.09. These unreprojected, incredibly sharp looking PSVR 2 games are so much more than just space puzzlers. They're some of the best visuals I've ever seen, and some really great feeling gameplay as well. If you're a fan of space, or just want a great visual showcase, definitely pick these up. A game that I personally really enjoyed was Snow Scout. This is the game that put Tunamax as a dev on the map for me. You essentially are setting up a ski resort before the season starts, you're opening all the trails, testing them, all while having a conversation with another Snow Scout on the radio who's on a mountain across from you. You never see anyone else apart from that, but it's up to you to understand why you're here, to set up the ski slopes, complete tasks, and discover a little bit more about yourself. Lastly, Organ Quarter is £11.89. I've never played this one myself, but I heard it is a pretty decent indie horror game. It's currently on 4.1 out of 5 stars on the PS Store, and describes itself as a VR horror survival game where you've got to survive labyrinthine environments, manage resources, puzzles, and be slow and methodical to see if you can survive. Again, I've never played this one, but I have heard some good things, so definitely worth a look for you horror fans. Anyway, that'll be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. There are some big AAA games here that I definitely recommend. Resident Evil as always, but also Hitman Part 1 for the first time since it's come out, so if you're on the fence about Hitman, definitely look into that. But thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.